لوجهك وعزيما سلطانك وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد خاتم النبيين وإمام المرسلين سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Amen. Bishop, can you please lead us in Christian prayers?
Thank you, Madam Deputy Chairperson. Gracious and eternal Father, may your name be praised, glorified, worshipped, and adored. We continue to ask for your divine mercy, grace, and guidance over the sittings of the TRRC. As we begin the 9th session today, pray that the Holy Spirit will accompany us, and that you will guide all those who will come here to be witnesses, that they will come with the sole aim to speak the truth and not to mislead the Gambian people. And so, Lord, as we continue, we continue to ask that the people of this land will continue to exercise patience, to allow the due process of the law to take its course. By your own divine grace and mercy, you will grant reconciliation, you will grant reparation, and by your own divine judgment, you will judge those who are to be judged. This we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Thank you, Bishop. Having asked for Allah's guidance and protection, I now read the statement on behalf of the Commission. On Thursday, October 3rd, 2019, the TRRC completed its 8th three-week session of public hearings. During that session, 25 witnesses appeared before the Commission, bringing the total number of witnesses to testify so far to 129. 31 of these 129 witnesses were perpetrators and alleged perpetrators. The rest were mostly victims, including 21 women, 2 of whom were alleged perpetrators. The 8th session focused entirely on the April 10th and 11th 2000 student demonstrations, in which at least 14 students and 1 Red Cross volunteer were killed by security forces, and 2 innocent children accidentally lost their lives through this tragic event. Many more are still suffering from the injuries sustained and need urgent medical attention. During this 9th session that starts today and ends on October 31st, 2019, the Commission intends to hear testimonies surrounding issues of sexual and gender-based violations that occurred during our mandate period. Over the past several weeks, our Research and Investigations Unit, in collaboration with other units of the Secretariat and the legal team, have been in touch with and obtained statements from witnesses connected to this highly sensitive topic. These witnesses include both direct and indirect victims, security officers, civil servants, private civilians, and politicians who were in one way or another involved in the events under investigation. It is anticipated that hearings on sexual and gender-based violations will dominate the hearings of the Commission during this entire 9th session. However, we also expect to hear testimony from witnesses dealing with other topics that have been only partially covered in past hearings. Meanwhile, our teams continue to visit different parts of the country to engage communities and obtain statements from victims on the subject of this session, the 2009 witch hunts and other violations. They have collected a good number of statements that are being processed in readiness for the Commission's hearing in the near future. As we begin this 9th session, focusing mostly on the sensitive topic of sexual and gender-based violence, we wish to encourage all victims and all persons who may have valuable information regarding this subject to please come forward and share their stories with the TRRC and hopefully with the general public. The TRRC guarantees absolute confidentiality and protection of integrity for all witnesses. We also wish to repeat that witnesses who would like to testify have a choice to either appear in public or appear as protected witnesses or testify behind closed doors. Even if witnesses do not wish to testify, their statements will make a significant contribution to the true historical record the Commission is mandated to produce for this country. Last week, Monday, October 7th, the government of the Gambia, through the Ministry of Justice, announced a contribution of $50 million to the TRRC's Victim Support Fund. This was a significant development. Allow me, on behalf of the commissioners and staff of the TRRC, and on behalf of the victim community of the Gambia, to thank the government for this significant contribution to our reparations fund. Because the victims are at the center of the TRRC process, the capacity to pay reparations to them and their families will significantly assist this commission in successfully executing its mandate. Many truth commissions attain less than desired results because reparations are not paid to victims. With this $50 million contribution, and with assurances of further contributions by the government of the Gambia, the Gambian TRRC is poised to be an exception to the rule of failure in the tricky area of reparations. Understandably, the government's $50 million contribution to our reparations fund has further heightened expectations from both the victim community and the general public. Since the TRRC has now been given this amount, the Commission is expected to proceed with payments to some of the victims who deserve reparations. I am happy to report that we are working very hard to do just that. As of now, the Commission has finalized and adopted the TRRC's policy on reparations and is working hard to finalize the rules and regulations governing the payment of reparations. We expect that work on this document will be completed by the end of November 2019 so that we can proceed to execute this aspect of our mandate in an equitable, efficient, effective, and transparent manner. In the meantime, the TRRC program with various types of support to victims, ranging from medical attention to assistance with further education. The TRRC thanks all Gambians in the country and the diaspora who have supported the Victims' Reparations Fund. At this point, we wish to reassure the general public of our commitment to the pursuance of the objectives of our mandate without fear or favor, affection or ill will. The TRRC is here for all Gambians and embodies the spirit of a united Gambia. A Gambia united especially by its boundaries, its history, its religions, its love of humanity, and its determination to promote human rights and the rule of law, and to prevent the recurrence of dictatorship and gross human rights violations. The various narratives coming out of our public hearings are enabling a national conversation from which we must learn lessons and in which we should continue to engage in a spirit of tolerance and mutual respect as we seek to find common ground in our collective love for only what is the very best for the Gambia. This way we can usefully learn the lessons of the past and contribute to the emergence of a better, brighter, more peaceful Gambia, and make the determination that never again will the Gambia allow a dictatorship to take hold in our beloved country. Finally, as we start this 9th session of public hearings on this highly sensitive topic, we crave, perhaps more than ever before, the continued support and prayers and collaboration of all Gambians and other members of the general public to be considerate in their comments and avoid being judgmental so as not to stigmatize and discriminate against the witnesses even further. I thank you for your attention. Lead Counsel.
Good morning, Madam Chairperson, Commissioners, and members of the audience. We are ready to begin the new session, and Maria Masingate would lead the witness for this morning's session. We hope to have 2 witnesses today, and thank you very much.
Thank you. We can start.
Good morning, Madam Vice Chair. Good morning, Commissioners. And good morning, everyone. We'll wait for the usher to bring in the witness.
SAINABOU CAMARA LOWE.
I'll speak the truth,
Betonyale fola.
the whole truth,
Tonya dammam.
and nothing but the truth.
Adunte fen fola mem manke tonyati.
So help me God.
Oto alama ale yendema.
Good morning, Madam Witness, and welcome to the TRRC.
Council ko isama sedo ibe bismillah TRRC bundala.
You already know that my name is Mariama Singate.
Ako yalon ne ko atomu Mariama Singate leti.
I will be assisting you to give your evidence this morning.
Akatele be ma ko la priela sede yaro ke binyin somanda.
Like I told you this morning,
Ko ayafo nyamin nyin somanda.
this will just be in a form of a conversation.
Abekelale ko kacha aldamangulu tema.
Just feel free and relax.
Ako isifang sindikuke yedaha yesembe.
As you are already aware,
Ko ibota nyin kalamale ko.
there is interpretation going on.
Kankularo be kanna soro be kekana bembe be fokai ka kanna soro le komala.
So I'll advise that you keep your statement short
Woto esila kumakangulu sutuyandi kane jamfandi bake.
to enable the interpreters capture everything you say.
Pour kanna soro lalu fanalu si akanna soro no ye memfo.
Should in case you don't get a correction that is being put to you
Ako
clearly,
misali kama niye nyininka ima nyininka ro nyi moy wala ima fahamu.
please do let me know so that I can clarify the correction for you.
isi a koindi amapuru asa seneyandi ye akay nyinin kamena.
So we are about to start.
Mpareta l'Islam pour ka damuta.
Are you okay to start now?
Ako fo ibe pareri na pour ka damuta saimbang.
Yes, I'm prepared.
Thank you very much.
Ako inumbara.
Can you please tell us your names?
Ako ito fongo seaka ya fonyabang.
My name is SAINABOU CAMARA LOWE. But many people call me Seni Camara.
Can you tell us when and where you had your primary and secondary education?
Ako faisa fono nye ikaranta minto le kabrim primary karambu fukata secondary karambu.
Okay, nte karanta Fatoto Primary School.
I went to Fatoto Primary School.
Ngana junior school ke Pajuf le.
I did my junior school at Pajuf.
Ngana secondary school ke SOS Hamamaina Technical High.
I did my secondary school at SOS Hyman Manor.
Can you please tell us when and where you were born?
Afonyeng iwuluta mintole ani sanjuma.
Nte uluta 14 November.
I was born on the 14th of November,
1980 Fatoto.
1980 in Fatoto.
That is, if you remember, can you remember the year you did your secondary and primary education?
Ako natara I hakilo sa mutanole de biyela primary karambu dati sangumeng aning ila secondary karambu.
Maybe primary dance makilo to mutanola, but secondary school 94 long start. Junior schools 94.
I cannot recall the year of the primary school, but for the junior school, I started in 94.
And that was in SOS Hamad Minor, right?
No, Pajuf.
That's okay, Pajuf.
Thank you for that clarification.
Ako inumbara osene andiroto.
Can you please give us the full name of, is it called Pajuf Secondary School or is there another name for it?
Ako foi ka foi drum Pajuf Secondary School for todo balale.
St. Augustine Junior.
St. Augustine's Junior.
And can you tell us the year you completed that junior education?
Foi sa fono nye sangomen yo junior karambu bangkaranna.
1996.
In 1996.
1996, 1997.
In 1996, 1997.
After your secondary education, can you tell us what you did next?
Ako biriela secondary karambu bangkaranna. Inata muneke?
Nata na Bakote High.
I then went on to Bakote High.
Can you please give us the full name of Bakote High?
Bakote High, karambu nying tomu me ofanya bang?
Hamamaina Technical High School.
Hamamaina Technical High School.
Is the school known by any other name?
Ako fo todo frambe karambu la ulbe kola.
Maybe, but I don't know that other name.
Is it the same as SOS school?
Ako fo hanimbi ateo karambu kilungulo ka fo dame SOS.
JLM SOS Hamamaina Technical High.
Yes, it's there. SOS Hamamaina Technical High.
When did you complete SOS Hamad Minor Technical High School?
Ako sanjumalem ye bandi karangola SOS Haman Minor Technical karambu nyinto.
Unfortunately, nyanta bananu year 2000, but man na complete.
Unfortunately, I should have completed in the year 2000, but I could not complete.
Can you please tell us why you couldn't complete it in year 2000?
Ako foisa fono nyebang munan na imabano 2000 sangokono.
Yeah, ma banno because of incident of munketano April 10 and 11.
I couldn't complete because of the incident that happened on the 10th and 11th.
And which month and year was that?
Ako karjuma alam wati anin sanjuma.
April 10 and 11, year 2000. When student demonstration, no?
The April 10 and 11 student demonstration.
It
was on the Monday morning.
I mean that day, exam because I've been to exam time.
That morning, we were supposed to have an examination, start our examinations, because that was the beginning of the examination period.
Yeah, and the best in Numbanjule, Nagaidian Buluka for me, Alamuta Baji, Mojamaka, Elas Baji.
I was staying in Banjul with my guardian, Alamuta Baji. Some people call him alias Baji.
But ni exams tita ankana na broda ya sana CAMARA.
I was with my guardian there, but during examination times, I used to come down to my brother, Alasan CAMARA.
Ube staying Bundunne.
He was staying in Bundum.
Because exam time motoka kole ya bakele.
Because during the examination period, it is usually difficult to, for transportation is usually difficult.
Sa impuru ye selo sotu ay sone ya fuesi kata nandulala ebe fenkela dame, ebe comfortable la dame.
So to have things easy, it's good that you come closer to somewhere where you can have easy access to the school.
That
was the reason why I came to my brother at Bundum.
Also on the 10th April year 2000.
So that morning, on the 10th of April, year 2000, I woke up, took a bath, and dressed in my uniform, as I usually do on other normal school-going days.
Because nimbitala school, athletics so that school over
Also inside my bag, I put my athletics materials because I was an athlete, so that after school I could go on my training.
Can you please tell us what type of uniform SOS had during that time?
Ako fesa fono nyabang SOS karambu ka uniform fason jumale dungo tembo.
Yeah, uniform modern ko mo koy malati.
The shirt is white.
Na sipole mo sipa blue ring nkabotino soto anyato.
Our skirts was blue and we had buttons in front of it.
Uniform mo be wala nyam.
That was how our uniform was like.
And go on, what happened that morning?
So I later went to school. When I got to the school, the students, there were not many students there. We were supposed to have a paper, TD.
Can you please tell us where your school was located?
Ako fesa fonyen no bang ela karambumbe no minto ma fanne wutumo.
Na karambumbe SOS le Bakote.
Our school is at the SOS in Bakote.
And at what time did you arrive in the school?
Ako ifita karambungo to wati jumale.
Mputa karambundo talan saima fangola.
I got to the school around 8.
What happened when you met few people in the school?
Ako mene nata kebriya tara moman siya ba ke karambungo nyinkono.
Sanka mputa tu mom na ngaje ko mol man siya nga nyininka fo bi mol man tara paper sotola.
When I got to the school, I noticed that there were not many students, so I made inquiries and to ask whether there was not going to be any paper today.
Sorry for cutting you, I just need some clarification. You mentioned that the subject you were having that day was TD.
Yeah.
Sorry, can you tell us what TD means?
TD is technical drawing.
TD is technical drawing.
Go on, please.
Sa kabringa ni nka ko mol nyanta paper sotola bari mo man siya janto dum Mr. Jallo man fana man na teacher.
So when I inquired, they said yes, people are supposed to have a paper, but there are not many people here. And secondly, Mr. Jallo is not even around.
Saying the seating je fa meta na dana va ko bi na Red Cross member do ka fa Sambanjai.
So we were seated there. After some time, they said one of the Red Cross members, Sambanjai,
because we have no more coming student demonstration on Nyanta Kasoto.
Because he had informed us that this student demonstration was to take place.
Yeah, so not having somebody paper man soto ngafero kamfana futa jetu.
So I now said, well, since there is no paper, let's make an effort and get there.
Yeah,
so that was how we walked along and went there.
Yeah,
so we were walking until we got to Serekunda. But at the time that we got to Serekunda,
Johnson Dobe Serekunda, Johnson of Felenti,
There is a junction in Serekunda. You have the junction.
And Johnson or opposite do fanan Johnson do begin nawek Johnson or kata nawek le.
And the other side, opposite, there is a junction going towards the Nawek. Those that know Serekunda, I think they would know that area. So we saw that some students were running from that end.
The junction you are referring to at Serekunda, is it possible that it's the Aisha Mari junction?
Akoy ka Johnson men fotan Serekunda fo Aisha Mari sila kumbe woni nombang.
Ni malo no don ko je Johnson Frale soto kilindo tata nawek kilindo jita Serekunda lo dula.
I can only say that there was two Johnsons there. One goes towards the Nawek end and the other one goes towards the Serekunda end. Because I am not very familiar with this area.
My apologies. Do you know if there are any police stations around that junction you're referring to?
Ako fo yenyul ko sila kumbe oto je fo police station obe ma fangola le bang.
Yes, as soon as you pass this Johnson, you get to the police station. Yes.
Thank you very much. It's like you're describing the Aisha Mari junction at Serekunda.
Ako numbara amonta Aisha Mari sila kumbe ngo ikawole foto en Serekunda.
Can you please proceed with your evidence?
Ako isitenten ila seriaro la.
So as we got to that Johnson, we saw students running towards us, and so we stood. So they said to us, you run because the police and paras are after us. So we branched and got to the junction that goes towards the Nawek end. So we ran and went until we got to the highway. So when we got to the highway around the Alaji Mbai Bugambahal's mosque, there is a junction that goes inside the Sandika. We got into that junction, we were running. But there were some paras behind us. As we passed the mosque, we saw some standing in front of us.
At this point, how do you know that they were para as you refer to them?
I know that by their uniform. That is why I know that they were paras.
Can you tell us what kind of uniform they were wearing, the color of the uniform, if you can recall?
Dark blue.
It was blue, dark blue.
Can you please describe what they had on them?
They had their batons. They also had their things which they used to protect. And they also had guns.
So they had batons. They had their shields. And they had their weapons on them. That's the gun.
Yes.
Okay then, can you please tell us what happened when you met up with them?
Now, since some were behind us and others were in front of us, there was nothing we could do except to surrender.
Can you estimate how many of them you saw? Both counting the ones behind you and the ones in front of you.
Those in front of me, I can estimate because they were more than 10, but I cannot estimate those that were behind us.
You said you had no choice but to surrender.
Can
you tell us if they said anything to you that made you surrender?
ako fo nyiludun ye kumale fali e bamme yakende aliyali fansa yima
dol mum be lori nyaato ko nyi ko sa al bitada men do al sofa namfo.
Those in front of us said, wherever you are going to, say it. Because here, you are not going to pass. Raise up your hand. We raised up our hands. And those in front of us led the way and said, let's go. We are going to our camp.
Did they have anything on them? You actually raise your hands when they told you to do so?
Yes, they had guns.
Can you tell us where the guns were pointed or where it was on them?
Ako kidolu be bala nyadile foibe chodi kidolu be chodi ring dulal labam fodun kidolu be bala nyadile.
Sa mun be nyato yela fanko yela silo ke bulo blaten yela kidol tilim molla.
Those in front of us, they had their shields in front of them, and their guns were pointed at us.
At that point, did you willingly obey them, or was there something that made you obey them?
Ako tembo adiata alifongole purale songema bang fodung kule yakendi mensa sababu purale songo moluma.
Mansong unsa wala ko kantu ninkido be lori kang ferote fesi fansai.
We did not comply out of will, but when a gun is pointed at you, you have no choice but to surrender.
Can you please tell us where they took you after they told you to surrender?
Akosila afonye itam yali samba minto lebri kali yali fansai.
You know, now they said to us, let's go to our camp.
But they
took us well beyond their camp. We went up to the GTTI. We found other students there.
From Serekunda close to GTTI, that's a long walk.
And we did the walk.
Along the way, did they say anything to you?
Albita kantu men na silo kan foi kuma dolu fali yenne bang.
Kantu ba fo kan ne ba albe kulubale yale keka.
They were saying to us, since you want to show your rudeness, if you cannot solve any problem through that rudeness, you are only going to put yourselves into problems.
You told us that you arrived at the school around 8 a.m.
Yes.
And then you went to Serekunda. Then from Serekunda, you were escorted by the paramilitary up to GTTI. Can you estimate what time it was?
Mang time o jibe because o time o atara mo be kumbe kandiring mo mang kunya soto no nisi la time o jibe.
I cannot estimate the time because at that time everybody was tense, so nobody had the time to check the time.
When you arrived at GTTI, you told us that you met another group of students there, correct?
Ako biring alfitata GTTI iko aliyetali bidul fanal tarajele wolemba.
Yes, we found many.
The students from your group and the students you met at GTI, can you estimate how many of you were there?
Faisa irikano atelu nanga moment nata aning aliyetali bolu nanga moment tara GTTI faisa irikano ila miraro to ba mojellem.
Asiya batala namam asisiyano mo kemota asiyata bakele. Different schools.
It was a large number from different schools, and it could even be more than 100.
So what happened when you arrived there?
So birali futata jemune natake.
Yem fana kneel down de coming water nyai nyami yem fana nyai ndi fe wonyale.
They made us to kneel down just as we found the others kneeling down.
As at that time, was the sun already out? Was the sun hot?
Ako tembo fotilo botale bang tilobe kandirin ne bang.
Tilobe kandirin.
Yes, the sun was out, up, and it was hot.
Where did they ask you to kneel down?
Yali nyoyindi minto mafanne.
enjindi en nyondi jititi ay nyati liwnela mbedo dumala kenyo nyin kono je nyandi wala to.
We were made to kneel down in front of the GTTI by the sand.
While you were kneeling down, did they say anything to you?
Albe nyoyri tumo men na fo fennulo faali bang.
No, imandi amudo fonyi wato man kuma fonyi.
No, they did not say anything to us.
Can you tell us what happened from there?
Kaboje sayin afonye mune natake.
Sa mbe nyaari woto fo group dol fana ini group dol fana mina aka ini muli mina aka nyola.
We were kneeling down there until they came with another group.
Sa o grupo la futo wole akendi intelligent janto joyondo.
The arrival of that group was the reason why we were scattered from that kneeling down.
And o grupo kono moso totale munko ko alkana songema because ye mo fale already jitita alkana songema.
Because somebody in that group said to us, do not comply with their instructions because they have already killed someone.
Sa ni sa no yembe fa nyola.
So if they want now, let us kill us all together.
We have received evidence
that
in between that time, there were gunshots. Did you hear or see anything at that time?
At that time, I did not see anything, but you would hear the sound of gunfire.
So what happened when the student asked you people to run away from the paramilitary?
Akosai mune nataka biriwo talibo dia mutakafo aliye balankatu ye mofale mune nataka ukola.
Sai mobe wilta boro keda.
So that time everyone got up and began to run away.
Ni beja hasete nyokono mobe be kuno kedula nyinena.
So we mixed up there with them and each one was trying to find a way out.
Group dol tataten, group dol tataten.
One group went this way and the other group went the other way.
What was the reaction of the paramilitary when you started running?
Birali boro damuta para lumini bije paramilitary ole hotumo ina tamuneke.
Ifane boro ken noma.
They also ran after us.
Ifana ndel talata nyami group politique. Ifana talata ole nyama ibulata nyindol bulata in group dol noma nyindol bulata in group dol noma.
And just as we dispersed in groups, they also did the same. One group went after the one group, and the other group went after the other group of students.
So in which direction were you running? That is, if you can recall.
Akonite hakilo samuta ite tilinu minto mafane be bori kankata dame mafana.
Komi otembo nte mang serakunda lombake nte ngang kuntiling ila kampo mafangala because of lumbali yaka.
Because at that time I was not very conversant with the geography of Serekunda. I was running and heading, in fact, towards their camp. Behold, where I was heading to was where they were more numerous. Before I got to where I was running to, those behind me were all captured. At that time, I was not heavily built like this. If you said you were going to chase after me and catch me, it was not something going to be easy for you. So we chased each other. In the end, 4 of them came after me. So I was running, chasing each other with those 4. So I saw that the running was for a long time, and I was losing my breath. So when I looked behind, I saw a house close by. I jumped onto I knocked the door of that house and got inside. That compound owner, I'm sure if the person is listening, the person can recall, because I found the kids having their meal. In fact, one of the kids fell down. I ran so that I could jump over the fence.
Because I
knew that I was slender built and I could jump over the fence. I gripped the fence and put one of my legs across. But my other leg that was left behind was grabbed by one of them. I saw that I was a woman, and on the wall were some iron bits. If I was going to engage in a push and pull with him, I was going to injure myself. So I jumped on them. We all crashed to the ground. Because I was faster than them, I got up before them. I said I was going to run away, but the one that was close to me got hold of my skirt. As I was pulling myself to free myself, all the buttons of my zip were uprooted.
At that point, did you have anything under? Because you told us at the beginning of your evidence that you usually wear shorts under your uniform.
Ako tembo fendo be dunding ila duma bang kadu ko utumo eka kurti sutungu dungu uniform e duma.
Na kurti sutungu be dundi na lo utumo.
Yes, I had a short on at the time. So, but I lost all of my buttons from my skirt buttons. It was only one that was left. My leg, where I was, they held me. It was torn by this iron.
So, that
was where the beating started. Some were slapping me, some were using their buttons to beat me.
You told us that 4 paramilitary officers were chasing you. Were all these 4 people beating you at that time?
They were all beating me.
You told us also that they had batons with them. And shields.
Yes.
And also they had their guns with them.
Yes.
This group of people that were beating you, can you please tell us what they were using to beat you with?
These ones used their buttons, the others were using their hands.
You said you entered a compound. And it was while you were trying to scale the fence that they pulled you down. Was the beating being done in that very compound?
When I was brought down, in fact, there was a woman who was standing by the gate, telling them, take your time with this, she's a woman, before you injure her.
Sorry, it's take it easy with her, she's a woman.
Yeah.
Thank you. At this point, did they heed to the woman when she said it?
They did not heed to her pleas. In fact, they shouted at her.
And what happened?
So they started the beating right there until we got to their camp.
Can you tell us how you got to the camp?
It was painful. That time, it was painful.
I know it's a bit painful. And I'm really sorry that I have to make you relive that moment. We were not there. So we'd like to understand what happened to you. So can you please tell us in detail
Fosilang a fonyen kolu keta nyameng aketa abulata nyono ma nyameng itala je wotumo.
From the time they dragged you from the fence
Kabirin wato me ye muta sansango kang ye jindinang
and beat you up,
ye lipa kabirin wo suokono je.
and from that time how you got to their station.
Kabirin wo tembo altata nyameng hanfo katafuta ila kampoto aketa nyameng. Kabo suokono je kata kampoto alafta yole sata aketa nyame altata nyameng.
Anyway.
It was painful anyway. When we got to their camp,
let me help you out with a few follow-up questions. Did you walk by yourself from the compound to their camp?
I did not walk. I was being dragged, and they were beating me along the same way.
Can you please tell us which part of your body they were dragging you with?
Ibalo minto mafanne be makambam kola ibe kuruntu karne bang fo ibe ke kanyadile
akomi ni lipa nimboita ye wilindi koteke do ye muta jang koteke ye lipa koteke nimboita ye wilindi fon ni futata.
So it's like when they beat me and I fall, they will someone will hold me and they will raise me up again, and that was what they were doing until we got to the camp.
Can you tell us the distance from the compound that they held you in to the camp where they were stationed?
Fo isi keno nyi yirikanole ye muta korda men kono kaboto kata hanfo itella campo to jamfo membe jela fo isa a yirikanole bang
ndo fenkino kanto atara ndebe daminto dimi undamma ngawle lomba lobala.
I cannot, because at that time the only thing that I was conscious of was the pain that I was feeling on my body.
Did you sustain any injuries as a result of the beatings from the compound to the camp?
Ako fo ila woli parolu men ke bala jato bala le bang kabo korda kono kata hanfo campo fo balo baramata le bang.
When I was pulled down from the fence, my leg was injured. The beatings that they gave me some bruises on the back. And the slappings also swelled my cheeks.
Can you please?
Because
that is a house, because when I was brought to the ground, I saw on my side there was a sponge.
Because after diming benale, mfanange muneke ngalon ko sa nganiola saya o balu nstata ngestan do mumbije ngala nyimbe ngorotel.
Because before they could fall me to the ground, it was a struggle. I was feeling pain, but I thought that I could do all I could and even die in the process. In fact, there was one that I scratched all over before they could fall me onto the ground.
At this point, was it still the same 4 people that you were?
Ako tembo. Ataw mona ni kilingo menu ye bayindi no fo hanimbi o mona no damman ini wala be nyola wutumo.
Ha o mona no dammale bije.
Yes, it was only those 4 individuals.
Can you please help us understand this? Because you said they took you to their own camp.
Akum ma ko nga faham ko yesamba itil famol la campole do.
And now you're telling us that it was a room in the camp.
Sa ka foko bun kono le beje wo campo to je.
So can you please help us understand from the gate to that room? Can you help us understand the setting?
Ako sem ma ko no kabo korda bunda la dunta ya ye dundi campo da mendo. Katawo bungoto bungonyim abe ma fama na suwo kono je.
Je ngamre telephone lebe jeto because a line house malem.
I think they are the ones that are living there because it's sort of a land house.
Before being taken to that particular house you're referring to as the Line House,
ako jalni be futan ka fuda mem line house oti line house
were you taken anywhere else?
foye samba dula dole to follow bang janni albitala obungo
Honey, iman samba dulato.
No.
Samba ulato.
I was not taken anywhere. I was taken there.
When you arrived at the camp,
birali futata campo to
did you see anyone else apart from the 4 officers that were with you?
foye modolu jijele bang menni o mona no ta kilinti menta men ye mutanan
Mbedo kama fa wale si molje bari kono to je modo mantraje.
Along the highway, you would see people, but inside there was nobody.
That the Line House you're referring to was the living quarters.
ako woto musafo no ko yo line house o mem jije bungol le molu kari la damin
Ha.
Yes.
You said you were being wrestled to the ground.
nyum foko ye briya ye dundi bun kono ye borin dumale
Ha.
Can you
Yes.
please tell us what happened after that?
biri ye borin duma ko la mune natake
Kabri yembori nduma wato minna.
When I was wrestled to the ground,
Nsi umbe siri nsi umbe tilinde.
I was sitting down, my legs were stretched.
Do yenna bago ta mumbe bamburi nkoto.
One of them took my bag from me,
Ay bago nyin kono yele.
and he opened the bag.
Ay na wogmano bondije.
He took out my Walkman,
Ko so time nka ta borola nimbota school nka ta borola.
because at that time I used to go for jogging after school.
Akonyi ko ite man ta kan karam ite kata no so la bare ye wogmano ke la bago kono.
He said to me, you were not going to school, you go out to play, because you go to school with a Walkman.
Nka o man ke la hajoti.
I said to him that was not his business,
Ay ntulo busa.
and he slapped me.
Ko nyimbe mina mbe ku kelela bini ne tanyina lala.
He said to me, we are about to do something to you that you will never forget.
Ay modo kumandi.
He called another person.
Akay baji bring the road.
He said, Baji, bring the rope.
O julo nafe.
That one brought the rope.
Do I understand you to say that the person said, Baji, bring the rope?
akufaya fahamule ko meye kumandiro ke ay kumandiro menka akole baji julo nati bang
Ha, ay wolofo.
Yes, that was what he said.
Apart from the name Baji,
ako baji kola ay baji mem fo kola
did you hear any other name being called?
foye todo fana moy jele be mem fala bang
Hane.
No.
Can you please describe this Baji?
ako foy si nyim baji ke mo nyadi lem foy sa amalango amulungo fono le bang
Amam balo soto ba ke dunga manjam fa ba ke fana.
He is not that well built, and also he is not that tall.
Can you recall his complexion, skin complexion?
folum abalo hakilo sibula wala le mo koyo lem fo mampata balo lem fo mo fingolom
Mo fi ngolem.
He's a dark in complexion person.
Did you see any name tags on the officers that were around you?
ako mennu be balaje wairi polisolu walla paralu dolu tolu kasta tara safaring e balale foyo toje e balale mennu be safaring jeba
Ito je no da kan tun dimi umbe bala ite kun ito nyasa to nola.
You will not see that because you were feeling pain, and you will not even have the time to look out for those sort of things.
When the person said, Baji, bring the rope, can you tell us what happened?
ako birin o kendin do ko baji julo nati o kola mun natake
Yo julo ta to momina ya nati.
So that rope was brought.
Do nyin nata ntulo ma fona entamo busa.
One of them came towards me and slapped me,
Ay mbulota ya sabannin ko mala.
took my hand and pulled it behind.
Sayin ya ke ko ngallale.
So they made it as if I was lying down,
Bari nanyim bulo ba bulu santola.
but this hand was with him. He was standing.
Mbelari ngantiling.
I was lying down, stretched.
Julo nati to momina.
At the time that he brought the rope,
Nata nyin bulo julo ta mbulo jinde mbulo na kim fambalate.
they brought my hands close to myself, like this.
Yen singol fana na kinyo bala.
They put my legs together also,
Ay julo nati aya wereng.
put a rope around.
Ay julo wereng.
he made a loophole with the rope
Aya ken sing kumbala.
and put it on my knee, on my toe.
Yen city.
And tied me up.
And it's not a light tying.
Did all of them participate in this?
Because mbe pirim parankange bulle, mbe mfamu fenkendike bulle. Sa inge mutale kanyaji roben sitika.
Yes, because I was struggling with them, and some of them surprised me while others were tying me up.
Can you please tell us what each of them did?
Afanyang ikilin na momondi ya muneke.
These three individuals held me down, and the fourth one was the one doing the tying.
What happened after they tied you up?
He tied me until my neck, the side, and my neck, the height of my neck. So when the rope got onto my neck, they tightened it. It was not a light tying; it was tight.
Can you recall the type of rope they used to tie you up?
The ones they used to draw water from the wells. Those types of rope.
Go on, please.
So after he did that, because the other one had my workman with him, he said to me, you said you are going to exhibit rudeness. We are going to show you. And then I said to him, I don't know. He said to me, by the grace of God, we are going to do something to you. At that time, I knew that because of the pain that I was going through, I insulted his mother.
What did you understand when he told you that they would do something to you?
Because I
saw that they were maltreating me from the beginning up to that instance.
What happened?
So after I insulted his mother, another one slapped me.
You were lying down on the floor?
And
you were all tied up?
Yes, at this moment I was still lying on the ground. Yes, I was still tired.
How did the other one then slap you at that point?
My face, he hit my face.
What happened after he hit you on the face?
The one who had the workman on his ears stepped on me and started stamping on me.
Can you please tell us which part of your body he was stamping on? This must be really painful for you. If you do need time, please let me know. Can you go on now?
ako foy be tenten no la le bang
Yes, I can continue.
Can you please tell us which part of your body he was stamping on?
aka be lo kay bala jato min tole kan aka mensel ta ka loy kan
abun siso kanjang kaji
From my chest going downwards.
While he was stamping on you,
abe lo kay kan tu momenna
was he wearing any shoes?
fo samatolu bala le bang
ha samato bala le
Yes, he was wearing shoes.
Can you please tell us what type of shoes he was wearing?
foy sa fo no nyamun samata fason no le bala
ila para samato nyi wole bala
He had their paramilitary shoes.
So he was wearing the paramilitary boots and he was stomping on you.
amunta ay paramilitary law butol le du o samata balo biton anyola be lori kan
o samato ani wole don kan
He was dancing on me with those boots.
birin ka bon siso to kasin jinsi kan
From my chest down to my legs.
wole ya kende sai mbukata no ane do ku kuluma mbuka keno
Which is why now I am not even able to do hard work.
Just to help us understand the position you were in while this was going on,
ako pour ka mako nga fahamu ibe nyamen ngotembo pour ka fonye me ibe lari nyamen
at the point he was stamping on you,
bato me ate be loring ite kan
were you lying on your back or were you
ako fobe lari ikole kambang fudu ibe sirin
mbe jandinne
I was lying on my back.
okay, go on.
Ako tenteng
sai nga yedon don ko nyalen keno kambe ane na musu ya be kan
well, he continued stamping on me on my body up to my private parts towards my legs.
How long did it take? This act of him stamping on you, how long did it take?
Akabe utajire ya menkela ke dongi kan wonya ay wati jelleta.
Nto fono la because after manna buku kala makote ke mflata waledo.
Well, okay.
I cannot estimate the time because after that I passed out and I was not aware of anything else.
While this other person was stamping on you,
Can you
tell us what the others were doing?
Yo muye kumandiro ke mundo munko do e baji bati no be wole bulu. Wole ko nyi singo muye futandija o ben singo le lipaka.
The one that made the call, who called Baji to bring the rope, was the one who had the baton, and he was saying it was your legs that brought you here, and he was the one hitting my legs.
At this point,
you
you said you were in a lot of pain. This is an obvious question, but I'll ask it anyway. Were you crying at this point?
A lot, in fact. Because I said to one of them, if this was your sister, would you have done this to her?
Did any of you feel did any of them, feel any form of sympathy or show any form of sympathy at this point?
Not even one showed mercy.
Did all of them participate in beating you?
Yes, all of them beat me.
Can you please, if you can recall that is, can you please help us get a description of them, if there is any distinct feature in any of them that you can recall?
Ako, fese makoino imulungo ebe nyame fese fono nyene misali kama nim markebe mo bala wala fembe ama bala wala tamanserbe abala mosi mo sute no menna fo hakili si wol jeno le wala nyasi fenje bala mosi mo sute menna fese lonno le ba.
Kilindo mu yen city koy male mota fanko sota la jan.
The one who tied me up is a fair-colored person. Ikai Munesoto
Ay nyasol sota nyada bala jan.
had these cuts, these facial cuts on his face. Scars on his face.
You said Baji brought the rope.
Because Bajile Julo Nati.
The one with the tribal marks, is he different from this Baji?
Ako meya lonko marke uluba nyada la fani wo Baji fatatale bang.
Ni Baji manke kilindi.
Yes, it's not the same with Baji.
This other one is fair.
Ako nyindo mumoko yolti.
Yes.
Did you notice how many marks he had?
Ako fo yai hakilo samutale wo farolu meno ba nyada bala isa afono le jellem.
Malon dal ban ngalo no kufaro bala jan.
I don't know, but I know that he had a scar here.
Do you know if those marks were on both sides?
Ako fo anyada karafulo bele yo farolu soto bang.
Anyada karafulo bele.
Yes, both sides had those scars.
How about the other two? Did you recognize any distinct feature in them?
Ako lolu dum fo man femfen suteno wulu bala mo simen suteno.
Honey.
No.
How long did it take before you passed out? How long during the beating?
Beoli paro menna ninyi ndombe tamale kan isa fono ay wati jelleta janite be ketula.
Ya lon ko min dimi umeta balu kono special ni tata imata musula sunjoto ma fauna wala musiya ma fauna ya lo katariya mo wiklal.
You know, the pain was too much in the body, especially when you stomp on a female's breast or on her private part. The pain is always overwhelming.
So waya kendile kabirungo afenketa drong last word ngamu moy wala mudoka ko she's off now.
So that was why when that happened, in fact the last word I heard was that she's off now.
At this point, you've told us that while they were beating you and dragging you and taking you to the PIU camp, you sustained some bruises due to the baton.
Yenyi mfukuwato men ibe lipa kanka isamba kampoto, ibalo dula dulu busita dulu funuta.
Before you passed out?
Biriye futandi je fanan janni ibe ketula.
Did you feel any other additional injuries being inflicted on you?
Fo barama dulu fanalu sikke balale bang janni ibe ketula.
No kabira botang singula nimbalol mbusita mang femfil kote kefo abrim fotata loptano.
Apart from my legs and the bruises, there was no other pain I felt until I got to the hospital.
Do you know how you got to the hospital?
Yalon ne futata loptano to nyamembang.
Loptano to hanimalum futata jenyane.
No, I did not know how I got there.
Were you eventually told how you got to the hospital?
Fo monata foyenne bang ifutata loptano to nyameng.
Moya afonyile nurse musudo wole afonyi.
Yes, someone told me. A female nurse told me.
And can you tell us what this female nurse told you?
Ni musu noso aya foye ko yenati ye nyadile.
Nurse muso nying atebedo ko la death house le.
The female nurse was working at the dead house.
So kabriye mol nati ngamre mol jurumi ja ko be fure pa ko la.
So I think when they brought us there, they just parked us there, and as he said, they were taking care of the corpses. So as they were labeling the corpses until I was even labeled as number 3. So as for the nurse, she thought to herself and said, well, since she's dead, it is not proper to leave her with this rope so that her relatives will come and find her in this situation.
So Akaya decided ka julonin ta kamfirang.
So she decided to remove the rope from my body.
Akaya julonin awaya firang abi mining bondika.
So when she untied and she was removing it from me,
fa futata nkango mafangola.
Until she got to the side of my neck,
kaya je ngani jiyo sabasi nyakele.
And she realized that I took in I took a breath.
Can you recall the name of this nurse?
ako fanyi noso hakilo sibula tola le bang
Until ka file antinjay da mambari ma tolong definitely.
We call her Auntie Jai, but I don't know her real name.
Given that you referred to her as Auntie Jai, I'll assume that she was an elderly person.
ako wairi alko alka kumandi antinjay la woto asike moti mensi ke kebala momulunti
Ha ke musudindi muluno ke bala mo muluno.
Yes, she was a little woman, but quite elderly,
Fi mal musu fingole muteng
dark in complexion.
amang ay balo dumale warta ba santo mesayata.
The lower part of her body was broad, but her top part was slim.
Can you recall how long it took you to gain consciousness?
ako faisa fono ni jannin ketobe bule nyala ay wati jelleta
No malong san kabra ngamera Abdukarim le nata fonyi akonyi yam asike aboko 1 week yo nyon sotole because nte yalo ila guardian kana ja wati wata katara sira ka kumbo akonte te futa no la ma nin salong ila munemo.
I don't know, but Abdul Karim later told me that it could have been up to a week because one of my relatives used to come and she'll be crying all the time.
Like elas baji na kanaji la akan tara laring.
Elas Baji used to come and find me there lying down.
But before no so ya janing ngari ko no so nyin ko nyiko kabri nga bondi nga ji ye ni ji dorong nte ko nyi mamfa.
But before I recovered, the nurse said to me that when she removed the ropes and saw that I took one breath, and she said that I was not dead.
So I modo kumanda ko nyi mamfa de.
So she called some other person and said to the person, this one is not dead.
Ko kaya ko ngi pak tam manyili moti nyili ko mulbe balori ngi pak ko e hani nyi mamfa.
That one told her, no, let's just park them. There's none among these that is still alive. And she said to the person, no, this one is still alive.
Ako nyale ma ayin chika ning aye bori anin samba A&E.
She said that was how she took me and rushed me to the A&E.
Kutumolo ye doctor do kumandi Cuban doctor lem yo kumandi wanata ko amamfa.
That was at the time that they called one doctor who was a Cuban who later told them that she is not dead.
Ko yen ateno nyale.
that's how they attended to me
Thank God for the diligence of Auntie Jai.
ako mosi alatentu antinjay la sobe yakang
So, you've told us that it was Abdul Karim that told you that you had been at the hospital for about a week.
ñin fanyen ko Abdou Karim wala nata foyen ko ay atata la han fo lokunu ibe loptano kono je
Who is this Abdul Karim you're referring to?
ako jumalem ñin Abdou Karim ti
Abdou Karim Jammeh natale benun the same word afanan testify ta janne natale benun the same word.
Abdul Karim Jammeh, we were in the same ward. In fact, he testified here.
After you gained consciousness,
birin keto bote ñala
can you please tell us what you were feeling?
isa fono ñe ibe ñaadi le jato be ñaadi le wotumo
Janne because janne keto bonde fo nyala nte lamol ko mfatale nte la suko non ko already e kapumbole ko mfatale.
Before I came off the coma, most of my relatives used to say that I was dead.
But no sister do bije ka fa Salimatu Camara.
But there was one of my sisters called Salimatu Camara.
Ate ko mol ka kumbo nyanya ko mfatale but ate ma feel no ko mfatale.
She said that despite all the crying of the relatives saying that I was dead, she did not feel in her that I was actually dead.
Ako every day na tata do ko la kata lopta notol.
She said that every day she went to work, she used to pay a visit to the hospital.
Bari am kalong abenje no la nyaade le kanto am ate mo nyinin kano la mol be siare njel.
But she did not know how to get to see me because people were many.
Ako na ko emnal man seni loy ka faale no seni to tembara because otumo imante to long ya lebel na mbe fure bun kono wato mun mun lebel mbala no battery o dam manne be mbala mo man to long.
So when she asked if they knew who Seni was, they will tell her that there was no patient, there was nobody there with the name Seni, because I was labeled as a cop and I was given the number 3.
sa ko fo lunkiling akwana tana bari bara so le ken moltema.
Because she said one day she came because there was a partition between me and the people. There was a barrier.
Akaya je mo fin no so bota je dron afanan tariata dun tajeto.
She said she saw a nose come out of that enclosure, and then she also hurriedly rushed inside.
Ako kabira futata yenje aman sute no bot badia yellow.
She said when she came in, she could not recognize me, but she felt through blood relation. At that time, my whole face was swollen. She said, Seni, Seni. But she saw that I was not responding. And at that time, Auntie Njai came in. They asked, do you know this one? My sister said to her, yes, I know her. She is my younger sister. She said to her, she has been here for all these days, but we don't know any of our relatives. And that was how she got out of the hospital and made a call to the house to let them know that I was at the hospital. That was how my relatives got to know that I was at the hospital.
So, after a week, when you gain consciousness, can you please tell us how you felt, what you felt in your body?
It was difficult because only my hands were moving. They fixed a pipe so I could urinate. I could not eat, I could not do anything. I was just lying down like that. Even if I speak, you would not be able to hear what I was saying.
Can you tell us what injuries were on your body?
Apart from the injury I sustained on my leg, this other injury, I did not realize it. I did not know where it was, but I used to feel the pain. That was on my private part, under. Yes. That injury was there. Yes.
Can you please tell us if you experience any form of bleeding on your body?
A
lot of it. A lot of blood was coming out of my body.
Which part of your body?
The injury I had, that one was known, that one was being dressed. But my private part, the part that was torn, was not shown back, neither was any kind of medical attention given to that part. That injury was in that state until I was released, and when I went home I used to immerse myself in warm water.
From how you were feeling, and the injuries on your body, what did you think happened to you?
I think it's the
beatings that I sustained. I thought that it was because of those beatings and the man stamping on me were the cause of those wounds. But the wound on my private part, I still cannot understand how I got wounded around there.
Did you, apart from the wound there, did you see any bruises around your legs, for example?
Ako baramo kola iwutolu bala isingulu bala fo dulalu sotontale damen yalon ko ibu sita.
Wuto ko mate ko mbe jandi nyami wuto ko mate je bu sita le no.
Yes, behind my tight there was some bruises.
When you gained consciousness, were you able to walk?
Ako birin keto botela fo wultano le katama bang.
Mbukatama nga 1 week wheelchair kono.
I couldn't walk. I spent a week on a wheelchair.
Abdou Karim sin witness first day ye londi pour ngatama hani kan sin defang katina ko dindi folo ka nindi siyola lumina.
Abdou Karim can bear me witness. The first day they tried to make me sit on the wheelchair was like trying to make a baby sit for the first time.
Apart from the wounds that you've described, you did tell us that several parts of your body were swollen. Can you please tell us where was swollen?
My face was all swollen. My sides too were swollen. My groin and my private part was also swollen.
The kind of pain and bleeding you were experiencing, have you ever experienced it before?
It never happened.
I'm sorry that I have to ask this question, but you did say you had an injury on your private part. What do you think caused that injury?
No matter how much I asked myself about that, I still cannot come to a conclusion as to what might have injured me there.
Did you feel anything? Apart from the surface, did you feel anything on the inside?
Yes, that was the reason why a pipe was inserted for me, because I could not urinate normally.
Based on what you've told us so far, you had bruises around your legs. Your groin was swollen. You had an injury on your private part. You could hardly urinate, so they had to assist you with the help of a pipe. Did you believe that something was inserted into you?
More long because
I don't know about that because at that time I was in a coma.
At that point, did you feel like that was done to you?
It
could be, but I did not see. And before the incident, that did not happen to me.
Thank you very much, Madam CAMARA. This had been quite a painful account for you. And you've shared it with us bravely. So it's time for the break now. When we come back, we'll resume from where we stopped. Madam Chair, back to you.
we didn't hear you.
Thank you. We take a break of half an hour. Thank you.
Mbe montoro wati telante okela dahala.